Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm James, and I'm bringing you my 2020 year in review. I'm recording this just a few days into 2021, and I've done this the last couple of years for 2018 and 2019. Now, 2020, of course, was a dumpster fire of a year for everyone. It was not a good year, though ultimately, in my personal life, it didn't really change that much, and it didn't change because, well, let's see, I started working, got my first job at the end of 2019, December 8th, 2019, and so I got that, and it was a retail job, so because of that, through all of 2020, I was considered an essential worker, and I couldn't not show up because of that. Which, I mean, it was fine, it was great. It was great because, you know, I obviously took all the precautions necessary, I wore my mask and all that, you know, did everything necessary. I was trying to do what I had to do to keep people safe, as everyone should have done. But that's a conversation for a different time. And it was great that, despite the pandemic, I at least always had a stable source of income. That was great. But it does make me feel bad, of course, because not everyone had that. But despite my personal life not really changing all that much, the channel was not the same. And I hate that. I hate it so much, because ultimately, we were coming off of one of probably the best year and a halves I've ever had on the channel. Like, the end of 2018 through 2019 was such a damn good year, and 2020 wasn't. 2020 was the worst year we've ever had on the channel since I started uploading back in August of 2014. In August 2014, I think I still technically had less videos uploaded, but I mean, I didn't have the entire year by any means. Yeah, I've got my video manager pulled up, and I had 4 videos in 2014 that went up, whereas in 2020 I had 7 for the entire year, and that's just not good. And one of them, and 2 of them don't even really count because they were recorded in 2019. With one being the year in review 2019. Well, okay, that wasn't recorded in 2019, but it was all about just the previous year. So both of those don't really count. The year in review and then the one that was recorded in 2019. But I mean, we had the year in review that was uploaded on the 9th of January. Then we had a video where Tyson was playing 2K20 for the first time. And that's WWE 2K20, of course. He was giving his first impressions on it. I told him not to buy it, and he did not end up buying it, and it was, of course, it was a great decision. Because that means that he didn't have to deal with any of that, because he did not like it at all from what we were playing. So he took my advice on that one, and saved him and his family money, and blah, blah, blah. You know, it works. Then we had a video that I made all about, it was a channel update in March about me finally buying a capture card. Then I made a random video where I showed off that I was able to buy an official WWE replica championship, and that was Edge's Rated R championship, which by this point I think it's pretty safe to say that if you were around for the channel this year, I know there wasn't much to be around for, but if you were, I also uploaded a bonus video where Tyson saw the radio shapeship for the first time, and I titled that in such a way that I wanted to show Tyson seeing it, but I didn't want to say in the title that I was giving that title to him, because I don't know. I wanted it to be a surprise in the video. So yeah, that title I bought for him just because, like, I know when we were in high school, he had gotten me like birthday presents and stuff like that. It's just like I had never really done anything like that for him. So yeah, I figured. I'm going back to what I was saying earlier. Like, I was considered an essential worker. I always had a steady source of income. At the time, I was living with my sister and her boyfriend. So like, the only bill that I had to pay myself was my phone bill. So like, I had plenty of money saved up, especially since like I'm not like a really spendy person. I'm really safe with money. I'm really safe with money. I buy what I need to, and that's really it for the most part. I buy what I need to, and that even goes for like upgrading equipment. Like, if I feel the need to upgrade something, I will, but if I don't need to, I really don't. So yeah, I just wanted to do that kind of nice thing for him, and I bought him the official replica of his favorite wrestler ever. And then the final video we got was another episode of the Casual Universe series. And of course, I skipped over a video, and that was the Fire Pro tournament. That tournament also came out for Tournament Tuesdays, and luckily, I don't know how in the world it worked, but of course it was all AI simulated because it was Fire Pro, and Tyson ended up winning somehow, and we were so happy because obviously portraying the characters we were, like, what you would think I would want him to win, but no, like, behind the scenes, we both wanted him to win desperately, because the way that we looked at it was Tyson already had so many opportunities at the Tournament Tuesdays Championship, so there was really no point, like, there really wasn't a way for Tyson to get another opportunity realistically if he failed there. So we were so happy that he won, and that the AI in luck was just on his side completely for that tournament. So that was really great. But that's really all I can say about the content in the videos for 2020. Again, there was so much more to this year for me than just the channel. Because ultimately, I started out, obviously, if we go back to the end of 2019, I was living with my mom, and then I moved in, she moved somewhere, and I moved in with my sister. And for most of 2020, I lived with her. But by the end, I'm now living in my own apartment, and yeah, I'm living by myself now. And I don't know, it's something. I can say that. Ultimately, it's good, it's great. And again, I'm so fortunate to be able to, ultimately I'm so fortunate that nothing really changed for me too much. Again, I always had a steady source of income, and I was able to pay my bills, and I was able to avoid being sick, and I took the necessary precautions to avoid getting others sick. So everything was fine, everything was good, but one thing I want for 2021 is to get the train rolling. I want everything to try and be fixed on the channel, because ultimately, even if everything was fine for me, personal life and all that, right? Even if it was, the channel is a priority, right? The channel's a priority for me, and I want that to stay a priority. It was a whiteboard that I wrote shortly after I moved in with my sister, and it was all about recording and things I should do, and I don't think I accomplished one single thing on that whiteboard, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But what I can say is this: 2020 was not good. We all know that. 2021, I'm making a plan. I'm saying this right here on video that 2021 will be better, and I've already been doing a lot of planning. I never stop planning and script writing, all of that. So 2021 will be better, and here's what I'm going to say, okay? All this content that's on the channel you're watching this video on now, anything that is like gaming related, that will be moving to my second channel. Link in the description. It'll be moving there. And I think what I'm gonna do, more than likely, is I'm gonna do kind of like weekly uploads. Like just one a week, and I'm gonna be taking all that backlog. I'm gonna be like doing some really cool, fun recreations of the really early videos, talking about the early videos, and doing things. And I'm gonna be doing a sort of like, almost trying to like recreate the channel you're watching this on now, but with hindsight. And the stuff that's like, it'll be moved over there. I still want to try and like, everything will be over there, and some videos won't even leave this channel. But when I rebranded this channel to what it's called now, The Geeky Comrade, I had a very clear goal and vision in mind for this channel, and ultimately that didn't happen. Nothing happened with that at all. And I don't like that. Again, I've said that a couple of times in this video. I didn't like it, because the channel essentially regressed back to where it was when I was before the rebrand. Like, it regressed back to what it was back with like the time of the original universe mode, which is fine. I have fond memories of that time, but that's not what I wanted it to be, if that makes sense. Like, it's not. So 2021, I'm taking all these videos. I'm gonna make a massive backlog and try and do weekly uploads, as well as newer videos as well, mixed in. And we're gonna try and make things better, because I already know Tyson and I have actually been recording a lot more. We've been making plans too, and we've been actually doing those plans. So I just hiccuped. Anyway, that's not the point. Yeah, we've actually been recording a lot more, which of course is very, very good. And we've even been recording Co-op Universe again, which is fantastic, because that series never died. It was never on hiatus or anything. It is still around. It will be coming back. So yeah, ultimately, that's really all I'm gonna say. That's all I think I can say. It'll be better. We're gonna have moving videos onto the second channel. Link in the description. Everything gaming-wise will be there, and I'm gonna actually make this channel you're watching this on now what I wanted it to be when I rebranded, and just like a center for all of my weird interest in geek habits and stuff. Like, no, that is what it's gonna be. And yeah, 2021 will be better. Okay guys, so before I sign off, there's just one last thing I want to do, and that is kind of give maybe just give you like a quick outline of what my plan is for moving the content from one channel to the other. And that outline really will be, I mean, it's honestly kind of simple. With a lot of the really old videos, I'm going to try and just recreate all of them, kind of like how I would do them now, but also like reference the originals, and in some cases kind of show some of the things from the original videos too. Like, I really like how I recreated the first video, games I want to let's play. And of course that'll go for like my favorite video games, the second video, a video where I talk about all the things I have in my PS3 collection. And of course it's way different from back then to now, but I'd like to do something like that, and maybe do something even bigger than that. Then I did one where I talked about all the football video games I had, and That one, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I might turn into just a big joke because I'm really not into football anymore. But not too sure about that one. That's still one of the questions I have to figure out. And of course, there are some videos that I won't even recreate. I don't recreate or re-upload or anything like that. I just don't see a point. And I made like a couple of like really short, kind of like pointless Christmas videos back in the day. It's just like, I don't see a point in having them there. So I've already deleted them from the main channel, and I probably, or the current main channel anyway, I guess. But yeah, like I probably won't even do anything like that. I probably won't keep them around. The one that I'm really excited for is the original like top 10 list I did with Jack, Ratchet, and Sly, where I took the 4 Sly games and the trilogies for Jack and Ratchet, and I ranked them on how I felt at the time. But the problem was, I just didn't come into it prepared or really well researched at all, and there were even a lot of the games in the series, in all 3 series, that I hadn't even beaten at the time. So that's one that I'm really excited to recreate and do it justice now. And I wouldn't do a top 10 list, I would intentionally do like a top 9 and do just the original trilogies of Jack, Ratchet, and Sly if I were to recreate it, which I am. So there's that. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that. 3 of my favorite game franchises of all time. I really want to do that and just like be really well researched and plan it out nicely and really just get all of my thoughts out there, and maybe even have like let's plays of all the games to kind of coincide with it, something like that. Really excited for it. The update / Q&A video where I would think I was celebrating 10 subscribers at the time. So I thought, oh hey, 10 people are actually apparently watching my videos. I didn't expect that, but that's kind of cool. So yeah, that's kind of where my mindset was at the time. And for this, I'm not even sure what I would do. Part of me just kind of, like, I don't know. A lot of the other updates, I've just kind of like said, I would just kind of delete, because like if it's an update video, there's not really a point if I'm moving all the content, because then the update's kind of irrelevant. But for this one, I have thought about maybe recreating it and seeing if I can't try to actually do a legitimate Q&A, because that's still something that I've never done, and I think it'd be kind of fun. But I don't know, that is another question that I have to figure out. And then we get to 2 videos that kind of go hand in hand, and that is my main series, WWE Games, and the video game collection / future reviews. One, the future reviews I never ended up doing, which is something I would never rule out. For me to do a review on something, it would definitely have to be... God, I don't even know, honestly. I'd have to be, like, super, super passionate about something to want to do a review on it. But, like, the video game collection and main series WWE Games kind of go hand in hand, because it was the same type of video, ultimately. And I actually did essentially a like spiritual successor to the main series WWE Games or I guess back in 2019. I can't say last year anymore. So back in 2019, and I might try and like combine the two, do something like that. I'm not too sure. In the video game collection, I think what I would do is maybe even combine the video game collection video with the main series WWE Games video with the PS3 collection. Do like just like one big like my video game collection video. I might do something like that, just kind of combine them all. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that might be what I do. And then we are up to, I guess technically the first 2 gameplay videos I ever uploaded, which were me pointing my phone at a television screen, recording a random match in WWE 2K14 and a random match in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. And for that, honestly, what I would really want to do is just fully recreate them how I would make them now, but just get Tyson involved in it, and like me and him can just play against each other or something like that. I think that would be really cool. I think it'd be really cool and would just be kind of fun. And obviously I can reference and show the originals and stuff like that, and be cool. Because again, like, I would never want to forget where I came from. Even if I'm not exactly proud of some of the things, some of the early videos, I would never want to forget where I came from, because at the end of the day, they're all a sort of time capsule of who I was at the time. But then from there, we are at a couple of top 5 list videos. I always forget that for a while, I was into making lists. They were never consistent, and I didn't do a whole lot of them. But we have 2 top 5 favorite wrestlers videos as back-to-back uploads. What I would do there, because I've essentially done the same thing 3 different times within the time span of like 2 years for the channel, and kind of like just combine them all, make it a top, just kind of combine them all, make it a top 6 video updated for the time, and just kind of roll from there, is what I would do. And then we get to the Super Mario Brothers Let's Play, the first Let's Play or series that I started, which still has not been completed, by the way. This ultimately, I've said it before, it was just kind of a mistake, because like I've never been great with the original Mario games to begin with. So for me to actually start a series based on the original Super Mario Brothers, it's just, I don't know. Wasn't a very good idea. But my thinking behind this is, I kind of want to take all of the original SMB videos, kind of like combine them, make some highlights and stuff like that, and then just carry it over into playing the game now and actually finish it. But that's kind of what I'm thinking about with that. And then I think from there, oh no, we go into a couple of Super Smash Bros. Brawl videos. And for those, if I decide to keep them, ultimately that would just be just recreate the videos. Just record them how I would record them now. So, yeah. Though I might end up doing it in a different Smash Bros. Game, just because I was never a huge fan of Brawl to begin with. Brawl's not bad by any means. It definitely ate a lot more shit than it deserved, but I just personally prefer different Smash Bros. Games. Then we get to the WWE Super Card video. Honestly, for those, I don't even know, because I don't want to get rid of them, because again, they're a time capsule for who I was and what I liked at the time. But to think, like, I haven't even played Super Cards since, I don't know, Season 3? And they're on, like, Season 6 or 7 now, or something like that? I don't know. I haven't played it in I probably haven't played it in going on 4 years, something like that. I just lost complete interest, and once, like, 2K and Cat Daddy and everyone involved with the game stopped making you restart everything with every new season, I lost all interest entirely. Like, I don't like for Supercard specifically, the way it's built, the way they build everything around it, I don't like the concept of taking everything that you had from the previous season and carrying it over. But at the same time, I mean, the way that everything's set up, and honestly kind of how pay to win Supercard is, especially now. I mean, it was pay to win from the start, but just less so. But the amount of like kind of like pay to win it is now, or I guess from at least the last time I played it, from what I've heard now is a better way to say that. I don't know. It's one of those things where if you have any sort of like game based on a business model like that, you kind of have to let people carry it over, because for anyone who put actual money into the game, which I did not, but for anyone who did, at that point you're just as bad as EA with Ultimate Team. Well, okay, you're not just as bad, because at least your game is technically free to play. Anyone can just download it and start, and they don't have to put money into it, just like I did not. But, yeah, but for anyone who did, making them start completely over, it is kind of a waste of money for them then, and you might end up turning them off. And seeing as how there's still a lot of people playing the game who even have been playing since Season 1, I mean, it's probably better that they kept doing that and then had it turn me off instead of turning anyone else off. Because I know I'm definitely the minority there. So for them, I completely understand. It's just something I guess I grew out of, and I don't like it anymore. But yeah, those, since they are a time capsule, God, that was a tangent. I don't know, that's probably like a 3 or 4 minute tangent. I don't know. Either way, because they are a time capsule, I think I might just like combine them all together and like edit them down into sort of like supercard highlights, and have them be, again, just a one video time capsule of the time. That's probably what I'll do. And then we have, honestly, what's probably the biggest, most important update video that I've ever made. Because this update video led into this update video on February 21st, 2016. It was coming off of me, of course, not being completely familiar with copyright at the time, but starting to ever so slowly figure it out. And because of the copyright issues I was getting at the time, it was me stopping certain series and then using that almost frustrating momentum, I guess. I was using that momentum I was getting from being frustrated at the copyright claims to end those series, and then that's when I ended up starting the original universe mode off of that momentum. And if I wouldn't have started the original universe, I don't know if I'd still be making videos today. As much as I love doing this, I think I would have just quit making videos on the platform. And not even just on the platform, I think I would just quit making videos. And even, it's tough to say that not only would I have quit making videos, but I probably would have just stopped being as invested in YouTube as I am. Like, I don't know. It's tough to say that, but it honestly could have happened. So obviously, I'm so glad and grateful that I came up with that stupid idea for the original universe at the time, and so grateful for really getting to the universe modes at the time, like Brendan Plays' universe mode. Because he was definitely, because the way he did universe mode was definitely the biggest influence for me at the time for a universe mode. So I definitely have to kind of like thank him for that, because otherwise I don't think I would have kept making videos if I hadn't have come up with the idea for the original universe. And I definitely think being inspired by Brendan helped me get there. So yeah, so that update video, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Again, it's a time capsule thing, and the overall importance of the time I was in, just the time I was in and the things that were going on, and then what doing the update video ended up leading to. I don't want to just forget about it, and I know I thought about perhaps not recreating the update video, but like maybe reacting to it in a way, and just again seeing exactly, trying to like put myself back in my own shoes, if you will, and see where my head was at the time. Maybe do like a reaction to that. So, still not too sure if I would have done it, mind you, but again, that's definitely where my head was at. Or that's where my head's been at, thinking about that video in particular. And it's crazy to think that one video kind of, honestly, probably kept me making videos. It's definitely like kind of a butterfly effect thing when you think about it. Like, because of this, you know, I ended up going down this path instead of a completely different path. But then, of course, we get into the original universe mode, and this, once I started making the plan to move the videos over to the second channel, I don't know. The original universe was always the biggest question mark, because I don't want to get rid of the videos. I don't want to forget where I was at the time. I don't want to forget what the series was and how important it was for me. Like, I can't do it. So that was always the biggest question mark for me as I was doing the planning. But I finally figured it out. So what I'm going to do, so the 2K19 co-op universe, for any of you that don't know, by the way, so the original universe, we're talking about it, it was originally a co-op universe, just like 2K19's co-op is a co-op universe. Whereas, except the difference is, like, 2K19 co-op universe is like a purely realistic universe mode, kind of think like Murphs and Adele, and and when Math was making videos, Math Wiz, even kind of Brendan in a way too, because even though he does AI simulations, he still puts a lot of time into that and does like retakes of the matches and stuff like that to get exactly the results he wants. So yeah, 2K19 Co-op Universe is definitely like just this purely realistic universe mode, and while 2K16 Universe, I had no idea how to do anything like that at the time, but it also was a co-op universe. It was still me and Tyson. The only difference was really that Tyson was controlling Raw and I was controlling SmackDown, which is the opposite of 2K19's co-op universe. So yeah, so what I'm going to do for this co-op universe is the original universe. The series I started as a part of the co-op universe, Universe Rewind, where I did like a really quick end-of-week recap show. Again, kind of like a Universe with Murphs. No, not Universe with Murphs. Universally Speaking, that Murphs does. Where it's like, he recaps what happens. Kind of like that. So I would do that, do a really quick recap show of the week that just happened. So I'm going to take that in the recap show, and I'm going to use that to bring the original universe back. And I'm going to be doing it based on what I think should have happened back in the day. So I'm going to be basing everything off of what did happen and changing certain things up, and I'll be recording it how I would record it now, using 2K16 on the PS4. And yeah, try and get Tyson involved in it as well, because he was originally involved in the original universe, and he probably should be involved still, because he's involved fully with 2K19's universe. But yeah, so we'll be bringing that back with Universe Rewind, and we'll be going through and again showing what happened, and I'm going to do all of this to try and combine the two universe modes into one world, into one canon, and that's what I want to do. And obviously some things will have to change, because like, say the cause that we use in BCW for the current universe, well obviously those cause were also involved in the original universe, so I would rather keep them debuting here in the current universe, 2K19's universe, instead of just kind of forcing them in, because then it wouldn't make sense. Because like I specifically said when Adam and Alex debuted in 2K19's co-op universe that was their first match, was against each other here in BCW. And like technically I could still make that work. I can still make that work by like creating a BCW arena in 2K16, but I'm not doing that. I am not gonna do that. Because it just wouldn't feel right. So some things will have to change, like that. So like Adam Daniels, Alex Rain, Caitlin Rain, T-Ice, they won't really be able to be involved. I will not put myself into the universe again. I promise you I will not. But yeah, some things, like I said before, will have to change, and that's fine. We'll change them as we see fit. But overall, the series will be based on what happened at the time and what we feel should have happened and how we would do it now. And just all in an effort to combine the two universe modes together. And again, some of the things that actually did happen will not go away. I'm going to go back through and watch all of the original universe mode videos when I'm setting up to do Universe Rewind for it. And if I think there's anything in the original videos that I still really like and I think should still be around, I will use if you're familiar with the channel, like really familiar, you might know that there's a playlist with no videos in it right now called Turn Back the Clock. And I'm going to use this Turn Back the Clock idea, which I've had an idea for so long, and I just never exactly knew what to do with it. So I'm going to use this Turn Back the Clock idea, and any idea or any of the original universe videos that I think I still want to showcase in some way, that I still like kind of like what was there, I'm going to throw into the Turn Back the Clock playlist as a separate upload. And it probably won't even be full episodes or anything. But yeah, I'll use that Turn Back the Clock playlist to showcase those so they're still around if I really like something from the original universe the way that it happened. But that's the idea for the original universe, and I'm so happy that I was able to come up with this idea, because otherwise I would have been stuck in limbo, not knowing what to do with the original universe, because I did not want to get rid of it. So there's that. God, this year in review is going to be way longer than it should be, but damn. I'm getting kind of rambly at this point. But then we get to the Curtis Axel Universe mode, also in 2K16. In this series, as much as I love it, okay, that's a terrible way to start that. I love this series, and I'm just going to fully recreate it. Kind of simple as that, honestly. I'm just going to fully recreate it, record it how I would now, and simple as that. It'll be just like the casual universe, that's also in 2K19, where I'm just playing for the sake of playing, and having a blast doing it. So yeah, Curtis Axel Universe will not go anywhere. I guess same kind of thing, honestly, for any of the videos that I'll be moving. If I don't have a plan to recreate them of any kind, I'll probably just kind of like look at the original videos, and if there's anything I feel are, if there's any from the original videos that I feel is just of note and I want to showcase again, I'll throw into the Turn Back the Clock playlist. Then what do we get to? We get to Tournament Tuesdays. Wow. So Tournament Tuesdays, this one is really simple. I'm just gonna, Tyson and I, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna fully recreate the first two tournaments. Of course, talk about the originals and how they went. And my plan is to, since Tyson's the Tournament Tuesdays champion now, recreate the first two, but do it from the perspective of Tyson being the champion now. And of course, like I said, we'll talk about the originals, what happened there, talk about how in both the first two tournaments being AI simulated, the AI was completely on my side and just kind of dominated who Tyson picked to represent him. And I think that'd be really cool, again, kind of get like a different perspective, because this is a recreation of the first tournament, but Tyson's the champion now. And again, I think that'd be really cool. Top 6 Wednesday. So the top 6 list will not be a Wednesday exclusive, unless I randomly decide to bring back the Wednesday aspect, but I don't think I will. And the top 6 list, I'm just gonna like go back, recreate them, and just kind of do them justice and be fully researched about the topics, just like I said with the Jack Ratchet and Slide top 10. And simple for that. And simple. That's kind of all I got to say about it. If they fit better on this channel, like just the Geeky Comrade, they'll stay there. If they fit better on the second channel and what I want for that, they'll move over there. And some of them might even be on this channel and that channel. That might be on both. And then we go to, what do we go to? We go to nothing new from what I can tell. And of course, there's a lot of stuff that will just be deleted. We're now in the stretch where I was actually doing the original universe very consistently. That's just more Curtis Axel, Curtis Axel Universe, original universe, Tournament Tuesdays and top 6. I'm just kind of, my words are just kind of going together at this point. I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. Because, yeah, I expect that. More original universe. Okay, so here's one that I think will be really fun. There were 2 random online videos that I did for 2K16. One of them, I think I might have deleted already. Maybe. And that one, if I haven't, I'll just kind of delete it anyway. Because there's no real point in keeping it. But the first one I want to keep around because that was I've talked about it before, the match where I was Triple H against an online John Cena, and the match was just kind of crazy, because I kicked out of, I don't even remember, like 8, I still think it was like 8 or 9 attitude adjustments in the match, online, mind you. So, yeah, that was crazy in and of itself, and that is something that, again, what I want to do with it is I kind of want to take that video, maybe cut out the audio and replace it with something, I'm not too sure, maybe background music, or I don't know. I want to take the original 2K16 online video, that match, and I want to show it to Tyson because I know he's never seen it before, because I think he will be, I don't know, I think he'll enjoy it, and I kind of want to riff off of him for that. So that's what I want to do there. So we have more top 6 videos. I already talked about that, but I'll just kind of go over it one last time. So yeah, all the top 6 videos, just kind of like do a bunch of research on the topics, do the videos justice how I record them now. If I can get Tyson involved in any of them, like get him involved, and if they fit better on this channel, keep them on this channel. If they fit better on the other channel, put them on that channel. And in some cases, they might even be on both. Let's talk about universe mode. The let's talk about the original universe videos. Ooh, those I'm not too sure, honestly. For the let's talk about universe videos, I'll probably have to re-watch them and then see if there's anything I want to keep from them. And if there is, probably they'll just end up and turn back the clock. Then we get to the time where I actually was putting Let's Plays to the forefront like I originally wanted the channel to be in the first place. And we have the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, or aka just the first Crash Bandicoot 1 remake, and Uncharted 4. Both of those are very simple. I already know exactly what I'm going to do for them. And I'm going to delete all the videos and then redo the Let's Plays how I would want to Let's Play them now. Simple as that. So yeah. Plus, I mean, there was no commentary in any of the videos besides the one Crash Bandicoot 1 level, Toxic Waste. And the commentary for that is probably not very good anyway. If I go back and watch the video and decide I want to showcase it, again, it'll end up and turn back the clock. If not, they'll all be deleted and I'll do the Let's Plays how I would want to do them now. Universe prequel. You know, I might eventually still do the universe prequel idea. I doubt it, but I might do it. At this point, if I end up really liking the concept of taking Universe Rewind and combining the current universe with the original universe, I might end up doing Universe Prequel in that format too. But if I don't do it there, it probably will never happen. So yeah, the videos will probably just stay deleted at that point. But I guess never say never. It might happen. Next up is the looking back at universe pay-per-views from talking about the original universe. Those, honestly, because I still want to do the what should have happened videos. Well, damn. I guess if there's no point in doing the what should have happened videos anymore either. If I'm going to be doing Universe Rewind, because then I'll just be showing you what should have happened anyway, as in like an actual universe mode. So I guess those videos might just be deleted then. So anyway, I'll go back through them, and if I think there's anything of substance, again, they'll end up and turn back the clock. If not, they'll be deleted. Then let's see what is next. The bonus original universe mode World Heavyweight Championship Tournament promo video. The recreation of it, that is, because the original is not around anymore because it was terrible. The recreation I will probably keep around and re-upload because it's not perfect by any means, but I do think it still holds up today. So yeah, it'll probably stay around. The Crash 2 Let's Play is really interesting, and I'm not too sure what I would do with it, ultimately. But Crash 2, I will probably delete the videos, and again, if I go back through and see if there's, and look at them and see if there's anything of substance, might keep them around, or might maybe make one video of a highlight of them all the things I liked from the originals, and overall I'll probably do like a big re-LP of them. The Last of Us Remastered, since all the Last of Us and Left Behind videos originally were no commentary, I will again just kind of delete them all and redo the Let's Play for both Last of Us and Left Behind. And I might do Last of Us Part 2, but I'm still not too sure how I feel about Last of Us Part 2, so that's a conversation for a different time because this video is already long as fuck. Anyway, Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy. Again, I want to do a Let's Play of all 3 of the original Jak games, and maybe Jak X. So all those will be deleted, unless, again, I think there's something of note, then they'll be in turn by the clock, as probably like a series highlight kind of thing. And then, yeah. But overall, I'll do a re-LP of that as well. The Let's Talk About The Last of Us video. I don't know about that one. That I might redo, and again, kind of like what I said with some of the other things, might redo it, but try to be a little more well-researched, and trying to get my points across a little bit better. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. The Life is Strange 2 demo. That one I will absolutely watch both 15-minute parts, try and like edit them down and see if there's anything of note and of substance that I want to keep. But as well as that, I'm also going to fully re-LP that, because I still love that so much. And I do want to do more content based around Life is Strange as a whole, just because I love it as a franchise. I love it so much, and it's meant so much to me. So yeah, those won't go away. The videos as they are now might be edited down to like nothing but highlights that I feel are there, but don't worry, I'm gonna re-LP it. The rebranding video, honestly, that will, I guess, will just stay how it is on this channel. Yeah, kind of like the year in reviews. The year in reviews will stay on this channel, and just because like they're a time capsule, kind of like I said at the start of, I guess, this section of the commentary, they're a time capsule, and those in the rebranding will stay where they're at. I've already talked about Jak and Daxter. Uncharted The Lost Legacy LP. That will be I will do a re-LP, and again, like I said earlier, if there's anything that I want to keep around by going back through the videos, I will make like Uncharted Lost Legacy highlights video, where I seriously edit all the videos down into what I think should be kept, and then I'll do a re-LP of the series. The Tomb Raider movie review will stay on this channel. WWE games and trophies, it's about games. That will probably stay on this channel and also go to the other channel. My thoughts on the WWE's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view 2018 will stay on this channel. The 2K19 first impressions will go to the other channel, just re-uploaded. No problems with those at all. Everything 2K19 Co-op Universe will be re-uploaded. The small unboxing my Blue Snowball video, it'll just stay where it's at. It's completely harmless. Yeah, the What Should Have Happened video, again, maybe go through, combine it with the looking back at the pay-per-views video, and just edit all of them down and combine them. But otherwise, yeah, if I'm doing Universe Rewind with the original universe, trying to combine the universe modes together, yeah, I guess there's no point in having those as full-length uploads then. So, yeah. All the more recent Tournament Tuesday stuff, I say more recent as if 2018 isn't 3 years ago, but all the more recent Tournament Tuesdays will just be re-uploaded, kind of simple as that. The random 2K19 Rumble video will just be re-uploaded. There's no point in re-uploading or like recreating it or deleting it. Again, it's harmless. I already talked about Year in Review staying on this channel. Uncharted Drake's Fortune Remastered. This one is interesting because I'm not too sure. I want to re-upload it, but just re-upload it to the other channel, but at the same time, I don't. The first 5 videos all had like massive audio issues, so like I don't know. I probably will not keep them. Again, I might take all of them, edit them down into highlights that I want to keep, and then re-LP the game. Universe Extras will stay around and just be re-uploaded to the other channel. Our thoughts on the $1 Million Challenge will just be re-uploaded to the other channel. I might convince myself to keep it on this channel too, but I doubt it. It'll probably strictly be on the other channel. Tyson's Dinner vs. the World series will be, he already said he wants to keep it and finish it and then move on to something else with Madden related content. So that will just be all moved to another channel. And that series actually will be finished. I think he's actually already finished it. I just have to get the gameplay videos from him. But yeah, Denver vs. World will be re-uploaded to the other channel. 2K19 A to Z, because I technically did finish it, it'll stick around. They're harmless. I might just make them into one video though. I'm not too sure. We'll figure that out. The Weakest Songs video will stay on this channel. Obviously, like the official rules for Tournament Tuesdays, if I decide to keep it, it'll go to the other channel. If not, I might delete it because I put all the rules in the tournament in the descriptions of the videos anyway, so I don't know. And the rules only really apply to WWE games-based tournaments anyway, so we'll figure it out. The Why Am I a Wrestling Fan video will stay right where it's at on this channel. The Random Chamber Matches videos will just go to the other channel. Again, they're harmless, there's no point in deleting them. Again, at the very least, might just combine them into one. Me ranking all of 3 Days Grace's live, cover, and acoustic songs that were officially released by the band will stay right here on this channel. The the what would have happened video if the original universe had continued as it was. That one, I'm not too sure. It'll probably just be re-uploaded, because again, there's not really a point in deleting it, because that is different to the what should have happened videos and the looking back videos. Because this is, if I would have kept doing the original universe instead of just putting it on hiatus and stopping it, if I would have kept doing it from where I was at the time, making content, that's what I said in that video is what would have happened, inevitably. So that will probably be around still, and it'll probably just re-upload it to the other channel. My thoughts on the $1 Million Challenge Finals, that will just be re-uploaded. Again, might combine it with our thoughts on the $1 Million Challenge Tournament, Gauntlet, whatever the thing was. I know it's a gauntlet, shut up. Smaller updates will probably just be deleted, because again, they're kinda pointless if I move all the content then. Trivia Thursdays, kinda in the same vein as the top 6 videos. Trivia Thursdays will just be re-uploaded, and if we ever do a tournament if we ever do like a trivia thing for Trivia Thursdays that fits better on this channel, it'll go there. If it fits better on the other channel, it'll go there, and they might even be on both. My other random Madden videos with other friends, I'll probably just edit those videos down entirely so they're not so long, and then just upload them. Again, Universe Extras just kind of stays where it's at. Crash 3. Crash 3 is the first Let's Play that I will say will be fully re-uploaded to the other channel with nothing, like no differences whatsoever. The videos, how they were uploaded back in 2019 is how they'll go on there. The Fire Promoter series, it will stay, they'll stay how they were, like intact, and will just be re-uploaded. More random Madden videos, we'll just, again, edit them down and upload them, even if I'm not too crazy about football at this point. My Atlanta versus the World series, a complete riff on Tyson's Denver versus the World series. Those videos will just be deleted, ultimately. I mean, they're harmless, but I don't want to keep them around, so those will be deleted. Simple as that. The stuff like the pay-per-view predictions will be... the pay-per-view predictions for wrestling will stay on this channel. My favorite universe matches from the current universe mode, that video will just be re-uploaded. Jason's most memorable matches will just be re-uploaded because it's the same thing. The All My Wrestling Games 2019 was what I was talking about as the spiritual successor to that video from back in 2015 about like the wrestling video game collection or whatever. Again, all those collection videos, I might just kind of like combine into one video and fully recreate it. The lost videos, aka promos from Tournament Tuesdays that I uploaded way late. I mean, they're harmless. I'll probably keep them around, because they at least do provide context for the characters and stories we were trying to portray and do in Tournament Tuesdays. So they'll probably just be re-uploaded to the other channel. Uncharted 2 is already, all the videos for that are already on the other channel, so eventually I'll just actually get back to that and finish that series. The predictions update, I guess it will just stay here. My thoughts on Hell in Cell 2019 will stay. My thoughts on 2K19's trophy list will that one I'm not too sure. That one, it'll definitely go on the other channel. It might stay on this channel too, since I said WWE Games and Trophies might stay on this channel as well. Because just because it's gaming related doesn't mean it can't be on this channel. I just want things with that are strictly gameplay to be on the other channel. I don't know. I'll figure it out. My thoughts on 2K20's pre-release footage from the creators that will be re-uploaded, and it might stay on this channel because again, it's not necessarily that one. I'll figure it out. It's definitely going to be on the other channel, but it also might stay on this one. The 2K15 Universe mode. This one, yeah, this one I do not know. I had fun when I was doing it, but at the same time, I have like no motivation to actually bring it back. So I might just take everything that I did record for it, edit it down and make it into highlights, put it into Turn Back the Clock, and call it the end of that, and not actually keep it around. 2K20 First Impressions, I mean, that kind of has to stick around, and that will be on the other channel, not this one. Casual Universe will absolutely stick around, and that'll just be re-uploaded as is to the other channel. Tyson's Random Teach Me How to Play NBA 2K video. Just, again, like I said, for the random Madden videos, just edit it down and re-upload it. Again, channel update, kind of pointless to keep. Yeah, it's kind of pointless. I'll probably delete it. I mean, I might go back through and see if it's worth keeping it up, but I don't know. The year in review, of course, will stay. I already talked about that. Tyson's first impressions of 2K20, that will just be uploaded as is. I might edit my first impressions and his first impressions. I might edit both of them down and then combine them. Maybe, I don't know. Another channel update that is just kind of pointless, so probably get rid of that. I bought an official replica championship and the bonus Tyson sees the rated R championship for the first time. Those will stay how they are on this channel. And then the Fire Pro tournament obviously will be uploaded to the other channel. And that is where we stand. That is almost an hour of talking non-stop. Christ. That is a lot. But overall, hopefully I can edit this down and make it kind of concise in a way. And from there, that's all I gotta say. God, I'm rambling at this point. Anyway, so that's it. That is a basic outline for my plan. I guess it's more of a basic outline because I went in depth on a lot of things. That is my outline for what I want to do and how I want to carry things over to the other channel and have like this massive backlog along with also making current videos. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, share it up on social media, do all of that good stuff. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.